Welcome to HISD News. I'm Sarah Osborne. Summer school is underway and HISD is focusing its efforts on students who need to pass the state's new assessment known as STAR. High schools across the district, including Furr, have developed intensive programs for 9th grade students who need to retake STAR end-of-course exams this July. HISD board members recently signed off on a plan to hire over 200 extra summer school teachers to help students develop the skills they need to pass the EOCs. Students must pass 15 STAR end-of-course exams in order to graduate, as well as meet a cumulative score in each content area. For Principal Bertie Simmons says she and her staff are going to do whatever it takes to prepare students.
I assume full responsibility for our students not doing any better than they did on the STAR test. I don't like to fail. I don't like my students to fail. So we're looking at each individual student, and we have designed plans to get each one of them to pass that STAR, even though we have a very short period of time to do it. But we're determined, all of us are.
For students in grades 3 through 8, STAR raw scores will be mailed directly to their homes in the next few weeks. However, the reports will not indicate whether a student passed or failed an exam. Passing standards are expected to be set by the Texas Education Agency in the fall. While many students are in the classroom this summer building up their skills for STAR, others are on campus working their body and minds. Take a look. From building robots.
So why do our robots need to get the ice?
To plowing the earth.
It's really hands-on engaging learning.
HISD students are gathering at Burbank Middle School for a summer of innovation.
And we wanted to take our kids to another level. What could they do to connect to the real world?
Thanks to a grant from NASA, nearly 100 kids from schools across the district are taking part in a 3-week STEM summer camp.
We have the science component, math component, and also the robotics.
How could you use the distances from the track by converting how many feet there are?
In addition to building robots, the kids are designing a mock-up of a garden that could survive on Mars. But first, they're starting by building one at Burbank.
That will make the kids, make the connection between what is needed to grow plants here on Earth and how can we do the same on Mars.
It's getting these kids out here and they're working with each other, they're talking, they're engaging, they're having fun. This is what education is about.
Students attending the camp say being at school during summer break isn't as bad as they thought.
Well, instead of being at home in the bed, watching TV, doing something not educational, you can be at school doing something educational. And you work your brain and you work your body too.
Plus, they're learning some invaluable skills, such as team building, critical thinking, as well as...
But I'm learning how to use this ginormous thing. I'm learning that it ain't always easy plowing the ground. I'm learning that my teacher is even more fun than I imagined.
Over the long summer break, students can sometimes lose the skills that they developed over the school year. It's called the Summer Slide, and over at Clifton Middle School, staff and parents are working together to prevent it. The campus PTO and Parent Engagement Department recently held a literacy carnival at the school. Each student got a free book at the event and an opportunity to play several fun games to test their math, social studies, and reading skills. The Houston Public Library was also on hand to sign up students for their Power Card and for their summer reading program, which is called Summer Strikes Back.
Reading allows you to travel. You don't physically have to actually, get in a car or get on a plane. You can just pick up a book and go anywhere you want in the world.
The library's reading program works hand in hand with the district's Millionaire Club. If every HISD student reads 5 books over the summer, then over 1 million books will have been read. For more information, visit houstonisd.org/Millionaire Club. The summer is a busy time for renovations and improvements for schools throughout the district. Over at Reagan High School, the campus had some extra help from Deloitte volunteers. Employees of the international company every year take part in a day-long community service project known as Impact Day. Nearly 150 Deloitte employees spent Friday, June 8th at Reagan, while others worked at Hamilton Middle School and at the Wharton Dual Language Academy.
One day a year, Deloitte goes out into the community and returns to the community all that they've done for us. We are involved in landscaping, painting, all sorts of beautification projects.
I think it's fabulous. I think having partnerships with different companies is very valuable to us as a school. They also reach out and do mentoring. It's not just a one-time deal. They work with us throughout the year.
2012 marks the 13th year for Deloitte's Impact Day program. HISD always welcomes visitors from other school districts to observe teaching and learning in action, and some come from very far away. This week, a delegation of students and educators from Iraq came to HISD and visited Harvard Elementary. Harvard officially became an International Baccalaureate, or IB, campus this past spring. Well, at the school, the visiting students took part in classroom activities, while the adults discussed the IB curriculum and how it is used on the Harvard campus.
If we can have our children appreciate other cultures, then they begin to really believe that it's not just us and them, but we're all in this together.
The delegation also discussed Texas and U.S. educational standards, as well as developing a sister school partnership in the future. Time now for the HISD Fast Fact of the Week. The math tutors that are part of HISD's Apollo 20 program are making a difference. During the first year of Apollo, students in the 9 middle and high schools gained on average skills that represent over 3 months of extra schooling. That's it for this edition of HISD News. Be sure to keep up with the latest news happening in HISD by checking us out on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. We leave you now with a performance by the Pershing Middle School Chamber Orchestra. Until next time, I'm Sarah Osborne.